Hey everybody, I'm Griffin, and this is Theta, and this is a death battle! No, that's not our intro. Welcome to Stone-Faced Reactions, where we watch videos and then don't react to them whatsoever. Hey everybody, welcome back to another death battle. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we are here to watch whatever the wheel tells us to.
Literally might not be a death battle. We're in fact doing a stone-based reactions.
You know what? That's right. We're back to Stone-Faced Reactions with a lot of death battle options right now. And it's Harley Quinn versus
Jinx.
Jinx. And that is a real rivalry, isn't it?
No, I think that's a death battle, isn't it?
Let's find out. Do versus Jinx. That is.
Not death
No,
battle.
it's totally death battle. So,
I'm
Harley
pretty
Quinn
sure that
versus a League
reds
of
are.
Legends character.
I'm pretty sure reds are death battles. As you can see, we're running out.
Indeed. So, it's my choice again. Harley Quinn is really cool and is kind of only getting more powerful over time, just by comparison, and because they live in the DC universe. Uh, but League of Legends is absolutely wild. I have to say Jinx, just on the basis of every single person there has access to magical items that individually would probably kill a perfectly ordinary Harley Quinn human.
Not to mention that Jinx says that there is part of shit. What's the name of the series?
Arcane?
Yeah, she's an arcane
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, so she's also currently a very popular figure. So yeah, Jinx probably has a lot going for them, though I cannot possibly tell you what their powers are. I have no
Cool.
idea.
So you pick Jinx, then is what you're saying.
That's right. So, defend Harley Quinn.
Well,
How's she
for
gonna
one
win?
thing, Harley Quinn was invented in the '90s, but has made so many more comic book appearances since then. And as we know, in comic book battle scenarios, age in comic books means the more ridiculous feats you've accomplished means more likely to win. Whereas Jinx only exists in a card game, uh, the League of Legends itself, I don't know, the MOBA, and a
Yes.
TV show dictating her past. That's not modern Jinx. That's Jinx on her way to becoming modern Jinx. So, Harley Quinn has this in spades, because also Harley Quinn has also been cartoon before. So,
Yes.
I would say in a street battle, Jinx obviously, like the Jinx from Arcane versus the most realistic Harley Quinn, Jinx could probably win. Because that's basically a psychiatrist versus an insane gun nut.
A
But
highly acrobatic psychiatrist, yeah.
but this is most powerful Harley Quinn versus most powerful Jinx. Harley Quinn is literally the sidekick to a cartoon character. So
Which, I gotta ask, so has Harley Quinn, like, picked up Green Lantern ring or something yet? Because, well, there we go. That would do it.
she's hung out with Bizarro constantly. Things like that. She hangs out with the big leagues. She had a romance plot with Lobo.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, that would check out.
So yeah, I'm 100% down with Harley Quinn.
Alright, then. So, we got our combatants. Let's go ahead and watch Death Battle.
Tired of only being able to wear your cosplay around the house? I know I'm not, but in case you are, come join your fellow cosplayers.
I think the audio is probably already balanced. Actually, hold on before we do that. Let me just open that video and I'll check
Okay.
if it's
All right,
different. Recording. We compared the speed of a universe's lasers
on par with Lapis telekinetically lifted the entire truth, Mike.
And Pearl.
problematically, but didn't talk that much. That's still probably fine. I was thinking that during the Gundam reaction is that we always need to find the perfect balance between talking enough and not talking too little, because talking too little means we might get flagged on the audio content of the original. Talking too
Right.
much and the audience doesn't have enough of the original to be interested in what we're saying. So it's a fine balance.
Yeah.
Like 1 second more.
Okay.
Alright, count us in when you're ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Tired of only being able to wear your cosplay around the house? I know I'm not, but in case you are, come join your
Yeah, I
fellow
only
cosplayers
dress up
and
here at
celebrate
home when
Mr.
no
Mike
one's around to
at
watch.
RTX Austin.
RTX Austin takes the best in podcasting, gaming, and animation and brings it all to Austin, Texas.
2 months
for one
ago.
unforgettable weekend.
2 months out of date.
I theoretically could have gone there if I had money.
2 months out of date via the recording of this episode, not via the release of this episode. Just to
Right.
date ourselves. Which I would do if I had a clone, because I am self-obsessed.
And get ready for a weekend filled with the best of podcasting.
Clearly, we just have to go next year.
That's
Or never.
RTX Austin 22 to get your badge today.
We'll see you in Austin, July 1st through 3rd. Harley Quinn, DC's fantabulous anti-hero.
Jinx, the loose cannon of League of Legends.
We live in a society that adheres to strict
Classic
laws
Joker
and
quote.
norms, but these two ladies turn that system on its head with
Yes,
their wild
Joker
enthusiasm
quote.
for destruction and chaos.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Born to a middle-class family in the heart of Brooklyn, USA, Harleen Quinzel had long lived a life of mediocrity. She had embarrassing parents, annoying siblings.
And a high school life that sucked. Even more than, like, the normal ones.
She never quite felt like she fit in anywhere. But despite this, Harleen knew she was destined for greatness.
So, inspired by a childhood crush turned psychotic murderer, Harleen spent years training to be a world-renowned criminal psychiatrist.
Not gonna hurt,
eventually
kill ya.
traveling to Gotham
It's
City's
gonna hurt you
infamous Arkham
really,
Asylum to research
really
most dangerous
bad.
criminals on the planet, like Batman's arch nemesis, the Joker.
But after analyzing the Joker and his horrific, unspeakable history as a homicidal clown, and Jared Leto, she came to realize one truth.
The Joker was
Deadpool Harley
actually
Quinn is one of my favorite romantic
washed down
crossovers.
by an unjust society
It
and
fits
brought
really
to
well,
arrest
doesn't
by
it?
that son of a bitch, Batman.
This
Well,
was
it's
the first
basically like
of the
Lobo
Joker's
Harley
many
Quinn, and that works for a little
manipulations,
while.
leading Harleen to see a warped reflection of herself through him, culminating in her
It's just that
taking him out of prison,
at her
bleaching
core,
her skin via
Harley
black
Quinn is good,
baptism, and joining
and at his
the
core,
life of
Deadpool is
crime,
good.
descending
So they
into
make a
love
good,
like madness,
crazy
reborn
team up.
as the fantastic Harley Quinn.
A relationship entirely based around making puns and dumb jokes.
And fourth wall breaking.
And bombs of all shapes and sizes, like the dreaded banana cream pie, the most evil of all pie flavors.
When she wants to get around quickly, she can use her handy-dandy pogo stick, which she straps rockets to. That doesn't seem safe.
Speaking of unsafe, Harley's most versatile tool is her pop gun, a rotating revolver with special ammo rounds, like a boxing glove.
Whoa, whoa, close one.
And
Boxing
Harley
glove
can
bullet.
be-
Respect it.
And did I mention explosive rounds, which oh no.
Ah, my leg is gone. Oh no. Oh wait, there it was. I'm fine.
I'm gonna go.
Harley combines her arsenal with unparalleled gymnastic skills, making her far deadlier than your average criminal. She can even keep up with experts like Deadshot and Catwoman, even Batman at times. The peak human superhero that can dodge lightning and survive this alien device exploding.
Fighting against Batman on the regular tends to at least improve you a little bit versus everyone else.
Well, I mean, it's like why people think the Joker's not good at fighting. But from time to time, he goes
Unfortunately,
hand to
for
hand with
Harley,
Batman.
Despite her unwavering loyalty to the Joker, their honeymoon period did not last. He spent years abusing her, physically and emotionally.
He doesn't care about
tearing
her.
Down piece by piece.
Then, when he got bored, he strapped her to a friggin' rocket and launched her halfway across Gotham City. Guess that's one way to
I mean, at
say,
the time that he
"Oh,
cut his own
look
face
at
off,
me."
That's the time to see him torturing Harley Quinn.
Jeez.
I mean, to the point where he straps her up in a room full of dead bodies, dressed like Harley Quinn, to indicate to her she's not the only Harley Quinn.
Healing her from a damaged relationship. Ivy even gave Harley a chemical concoction that granted her superhuman strength and a healing factor.
I suppose a healthy relationship can sometimes feel like your own superpower in and of itself.
Yeah, and those two definitely seem like very good friends.
They're
Ivy
roommates.
at her side, Harley went on to rebuild her.
Yeah, they've always been like semi-romantic.
Leading teams like the Gotham
I know,
Sirens
I
and
really
the
like it. I think it also
worked on
makes like
developing
Poison Ivy a lot more interesting too.
rather than that of her past.
Like learning to use her lifelong knowledge of psychoanalysis to manipulate her foes mid-combat.
And creating tons of her own chemical concoctions, like tranquilizers and sleeping gases that can incapacitate metahumans. She even reverse engineered her former flame's trademark Joker Venom. This deadly substance excites the laughter centers in a person's brain and forces them to laugh until they suffocate.
Harley was clearly on top of the world, but nothing caps off self-improvement like a Rocky Balboa training montage. So Harley went to Themyscira of all places to get a combat internship.
Alright.
Like her favoriteest superhero.
It is the DC universe.
Imagine going from bashing random
Yeah, like I
dudes
said,
to
she's been around long enough.
alongside
Plus,
a mortal warrior
she's
class.
on that side of
Became agile enough to jump
not
between
always
skyscrapers
bad
and strong enough
that she
to
makes
rip an
friends with
entire
people all the
palm
time.
tree out of the ground
She's
with her bare
anti-villain.
hands. Based on the size of the tree and the weight of an average palm by foot, that weighs about 600 pounds. And she can hold it one-handed, so her actual strength is probably at least twice as much.
Enough to lift a full-grown brown bear and throw it like a ragdoll. Hell, her skills advanced so far, she was appointed a herald on the War World Apocalypse. You know, the planet ruled by the living embodiment of evil? Even the
All right.
personification of the DC editorial
Oh, once wielded
staff.
black and red lantern
All her
rings
to help with tough
simultaneously.
jams.
As the years
She
went
did get a
on,
Green
Harley
Lantern ring.
surprised literally everyone by transitioning from supervillain to superhero. She partnered up with other heroes, became a psychiatrist again, and legitimately started helping other vigilantes with trauma, like Jason Todd, who definitely needed that.
In fact, the Bat family she used to antagonize and ridicule eventually accepted her as kind of an extended member of their group, teaming up with her to save Gotham from her toxic ex. Good for her. Guess we're not going to talk about when she went back to the Joker a couple times, huh?
In the end, she may be a little nutty, but you'd be mad not to love Harley Quinn.
When did they stop giving them, like,
The world of
End of
Terra
examination
is a
quotes.
fantasy land of advanced technology, arcane magics, and
They used to do that for everybody. You're like,
But on its
and that's
northern
why,
shores,
blah blah blah,
locked into
here's the blah blah blah. And then they'd say
Built
something,
over its ritual
and then we go to the next
situated
person.
Undercity of Zon,
Probably
forcing workers into
copyright.
unsafe conditions and brutalizing
Fair
clients
use.
with terrifying
This is
conditions.
definitely an example
But
of
it's
fair
his
use.
YouTube.
You could have just said
Yeah, fair use is...
Until one day,
I don't
a
think you
fire
understand
loose
how our
cannon
channel
literally
works, Griff.
explode onto the scene.
Fair use is the
Those
argument that I have to
outsiders
make
taste of their own
constantly.
medicine, menacing its people with bombs.
That's how our stuff gets unblocked,
Griff.
Griff.
This was Jinx.
Jinx destroyed Zeppelin.
But I can understand their desire to make things simpler on themselves and just avoid the entire hassle.
What a monster! Now those monkeys will never find their way back.
Only the Enforcer, Violet, could hope to stop her. But even armed with massive gauntlets weighing over 4,000 pounds each, Vi could not definitively overcome Jinx's magnificent arsenal of mechanical monstrosities.
Man, they're so evenly matched. It's almost like they're related. Anyway, Jinx can burst open birds with her trusty Zapper Shock pistol, turn enemies to Swiss cheese with her Pow Pow minigun, and blow bad guys to bits with her Flame Chomper grenades.
But Jinx's
Bunch
favorite
of
weapon
guns.
is her Fishbones rocket launcher. So much so, she rides it like a rocket-powered pogo stick. Well, that seems even less safe.
Well, don't let her manic attitude fool you. Not
We
only
have to have a
is she
rocket-powered
about to take a hit
pogo
from
chase.
Braum, a guy who can shake mountains with a
There
punch.
has to be.
Probably she's just all about explosives. At
Almost
least
all her gear is
she was when I
custom
first saw her
made.
released.
Even recreated Hex Tech, funky science powered by magic crystals. Ooh.
Including her handheld teleportation device. Oh, my bad. Is that League of Legends? What a coincidence.
Oh no.
Hold the phone. Are you talking about League of Legends over there? I love that game. I've got in more than 10,000 hours just in our college days, huh, buddy? League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena game forged in the flames of LAN parties and
So is this
smoky
the advertisement?
universities. And And as any professional will tell you,
Might
to
be.
play the game well,
In
you
which
need to
case,
min-max your character's loadout
if
with
that's
the
true,
best
you win.
possible items.
'Cause we know how this works.
Oh, here's
Mistake you can make is
yeah,
something new.
here's my point earlier. Everything that's in League of Legends, she has access to.
What are you doing in the jungle?
Well, no, I just mean if this is a paid advertisement and you win, they're not gonna have their moneymaker lose.
True.
It's happened every time. Like in Superpowered Beatdown, when the guy who plays the White Ranger plays somebody in the fight.
You want to pop into a match with your old Teemo from back in the day? I can set it up right now.
How about we move on to Arcane before I ram my foot up your ass?
Aww.
So, there's more to Jinx than what the main games depict. Before her infamous tomfoolery, most people around Zon knew her as an innocent young tinkerer named Powder.
Like pretty much everyone in the Undercity, Powder had it rough. She lost her parents in a conflict with enforcers. But
Gotta
she
have the
made
tragic
love when she
backstory.
joined this cool foster family along with Vi, who was, guess, her sister all along. If you're wondering what put soap in their opera, Vi
I guess
was
having
totally
red and
badass,
blue
and
hairstyles makes
Powder
it
was
really hard to figure out
desperate to
who's
prove herself to her
related to
different
who.
family. And then she made a mistake.
Seemingly abandoned, Powder was left in the hands of the most notorious drug kingpin around. Silco was not the father she needed, but the one she wanted, teaching her to turn her perceived weaknesses into her greatest
Man, I only
strength.
watched the first episode. I didn't know
She
that.
became Jinx.
Even when the sisters reunited years later,
In the
they
first
couldn't
episode, he's painted to be like the big
setting
bad,
the
so
game of cat and mouse
didn't know.
in the game.
Jinx was an excellent rival, able to keep up with other skilled warriors like the bullet-dodging Echo, and survive the worst of Zon's toxic environments, which can kill normal people in minutes. After a near-fatal explosion, she was also infused with Shimmer, a toxic strength and speed.
Look, I'm gonna put it out
against
here.
that permanently
The same thing I say to everybody about League of Legends.
But Shimmer's side
I
effects
fell
can
off when they
amplify
nerfed
her fire
Karthus'
making
alt,
her much more unhinged,
which was like
attacking when
end of
people
beta.
can't.
So
Her ultimate weapon.
the fact that they continue to never include Karthus in any of the lore, any of the videos, except for that band, that one band where he's the singer. Look, I'll play League of Legends again if they bring Karthus into any single lore or video of anything. Until then,
I have like a decade of dealing with MOBAs with like Heroes of New Earth, League of Legends, and then finally actually landing on Dota 2 for a minute until I got tired of it.
well, see, I played Dota 1, and ironically, even though Zeus is technically the archetype Karthus was built on,
But her violent streak
I was more the one that played
until
that
the day she met a particularly
speed-increasing archer.
Ziggs bonded with her over their
Right.
mutual
Because you can just buy a bunch of additional speed-increasing stuff.
control.
And then he's just effectively shooting 1,000 arrows a second.
A little bit of restraint when it came to exploding things of a more fleshy nature.
Helping her tone down the
I think that character
wild
eventually
and
probably became
recover
Drow
some
Ranger
mental
by the sounds of
stability,
it.
like he's some kind of feline brain
That or,
chicken cricket.
And despite
Enchantress.
being on opposite sides of the
They
bridge,
released the zombie
Ranger.
who could then drop tombstones,
Undying.
and the tombstones would spawn more zombies.
Though you better
And
Yeah.
anything that they killed turned into zombies.
They nerfed that eventually.
This episode is
Well, I think I
sponsored by
stopped playing
BetterHelp
around the time
Online
that
Therapy.
he was a giant underwater guy who attacked with like an anchor.
Frank, you may go out of your way to treat other people
Uh,
well, but how often
It's
do
not
you do
Kunkka,
the
it's
same
the
yourself?
other one, Tidehunter.
Yeah, he was the last release on original Dota that I played.
Yeah. I enjoyed
Whether
playing
you're
him.
hitting the gym,
When I
making
did
time
League
for
of
haircut,
Legends,
or
the two
therapy,
characters I was
you
playing
are
were
the
Olaf and
So invest the
Anuvia.
time and effort into yourself
Olaf
and
worked well
for others.
because when other people also didn't know how to play the game, being hyper-aggressive worked really well. Until people started figuring out how to play the game, and then I was terrible.
My two were Karthus and Master Yi. I just loved Karthus so much that I was willing to quit the game for his nerf. Because, you know, Master
Right.
Yi is, you just build up the jump, and then you jump in, and maybe kill all the heroes there, because flash, 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 and then hopefully get back to the other side of the line.
Right, hit and run.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh, did they include the Harley Quinn that ate the Superman bill?
I'm not sure if they put that on the end, but they did put in a couple of other things that could have been mixed in with that. Ooh, 3D animated.
Screw you, you emo pigeons! I'll show you a murder! Oh, I just love exploding stuff. Heh, I like exploding stuff too. Why don't I start with your head?
No, not the birds.
I'm trying to shoot you!
Look out! She's right behind you!
Aw, thanks, pal. Traitor!
I wasn't in until the shark gun got sad.
You're a real firecracker. Got a light? Oh, sure thing.
Just the fact that they're both having fun with it makes it so much better.
Stop horsing around! Oh, nuts. Me Gizmo. Got any games? No! My save file!
I was about to say, there's no way a stick of TNT would have taken out Harley Quinn.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sorry, soldier, do that. To make up for it, I got you some nice perfume.
Ugh, smells like... Take that back. I'm crazy.
Harley Quinn's just not even in there, she's just on the intercom.
I am a doctor, and you ain't crazy. You don't have that same smile. I don't need a second opinion.
Oh, yeah, that's a death.
Wait, don't you want to get in close and savor my emotions as you deliver the final kill? Nah, bye.
It looks like I lost one now.
Yep. League of Legends is wild.
Don't just stand there, Jinx. You just want a free teddy bear.
Well, again,
Timbers.
you didn't take all of DC Comics.
Far more factors to consider than at first blush.
Gotta remember, there's a Harley Quinn that has all of Superman's powers.
Oh, yeah.
But Jinx's physical power, diabolical weaponry, and assortment of items were just enough.
And for those of that are going to get in the comments later about this, that's Earth 2 Harley Quinn, where everybody got a pill to be a powerful Superman, to fight Superman.
You know what's really funny? I'm pretty sure there was a DC-based MOBA at some point, and it didn't last the whole month.
You know, I played it.
That would have been a great one to, like, compare to if they happened to have actually lasted long enough.
I don't know, in that one, the MOBA, I played Cyborg.
Very good choice.
So a big enough kaboom would definitely kill her. And Jinx's weapons were strong enough to do just that. In order to destroy over 13,000 tons of rock from such a distance, Lux's magic explosion would need a yield of about 20 kilotons of TNT.
And Jinx's Hextech and Chemtech are similar to Lux's magic in speed and power.
Even if we scale Harley's durability to Batman surviving this massive explosion, the potency of Jinx's weaponry outpaces it more than 300 times.
Sure, Harley is legitimately intelligent, but so is Jinx, as evidenced by her inventions and routinely outwitting Vi and her task force. Plus, Jinx is typically distrusting of people she's just met, so Harley's potential mind games were likely to fall on skeptical ears.
Highly unfortunate there.
Doesn't make sense, though, because in the Harley Quinn side of things, it said she outsmarts people she just met, so literally they said the opposite side in the beginning.
After living her whole life in the toxic cesspool of Zon, her tolerance for poisons is clearly much higher than a normal person. Not to mention, the Quicksilver Sash could simply end any unwanted effect on her. Ultimately, Harley couldn't stand up to Jinx's physical power.
I don't think that makes sense either. The having all of the items in League of Legends, because not when you play the game, you don't get all the items. You typically just get enough to sometimes complete a build.
Yeah, you get a set of them, but at the same time, they didn't name every single item. They named 2, at least. That's fair. At least as far as this battle goes, that was a really great fight. When they actually put, like, all the time and effort into it, they are just amazing. Ah,
we already did
and
that
there's
one.
Scarlet Witch versus Satana.
Yep,
Yeah,
which
we've
I
already
won.
done that one. Go see that one, too.
Which I won.
Yeah. And I won here, so you get to choose next. So, that's going to be it for Stone-Faced Reactions for today. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?